Okay, I think this is live. This is so this is just a quick going to be a quick stream. I'm not going to be here for longer than an hour. And essentially what I'm looking to do here is test a few things. So over the last few streams that I did, I wasn't really in love with the quality. There's no guarantee that this one is going to be much better, but I'm going to try to see if things are a little bit better, you know. So sorry, there was no preamble. I'm not sure how many of you are going to be catching this later, but if you do catch it later, you're like, wait, Emmanuel, I didn't know you were going to stream today. Well, that's because it just came out of nowhere. I just decided, you know what, let me test some settings, and hopefully that is going to be the thing that we do here, and then everything will be cool. All right, so yeah, I actually think that, for example, in terms of latency, things are already getting better. So yeah, I just want to kind of see a little bit of an effect. I think we're getting something like a 15-second delay, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, because what I would really love to do is to be able to have, you know, a little bit more of a what is it? It's actually closer to 30 seconds, actually. It's closer to a 30-second delay. I would love to have a little bit of a quicker stream, but we'll see what we can do, you know. In the meantime, while I you know, test a few settings out, I am going to play Slay the Spire. Yesterday I was completely in and over my head, and I got demolished in Slay the Spire, which just shows you that it is, I guess, possible. Um, but I only have like about an hour. I'm gonna try to just go very quickly through this one, and yeah, just as an opportunity, why not? Just have a little bit of fun while I'm here. Okay. So what I'll probably do is that I might end up privating this video later, you know, just use it for research purposes, as it were. So let's just go to the watcher here. We're going to go to Ascension level 1 so that we have more elites to fight, and so that it's not too hard. I don't think I'll be able to complete this within the hour, so, but I'll try to make some quick decisions along the way. So just checking for the potential elite paths here. I'm also going to try to redeem myself. You know, yesterday was really bad. But basically what I learned yesterday is that I'm really bad at working with the Velvet Choker. I'm really bad at respecting the rules of the Velvet Choker, which basically means I can only play 6 cards in a particular turn. Remembering that that is a thing that I have to pay attention to is something that apparently doesn't really come naturally to me. So you know what? There's always room for improvement. I'm really tempted to just upgrade 2 cards here, or transform 2 cards, I should say. We're going to do 1 strike, 1 defend, and pretty happy with what we got. Fear no evil is great. Inner peace is also good. So let's just go. We're going to do a whole bunch of combats, and hopefully we are just going to, you know, have a great time with it. Over here, let me kill. Then I'm going to get into calm and end my turn. Oh, I was supposed to. My goodness, look at that. I forgot to change the screen. Okay, well, we'll just chuck it up again to a mistake that was made. I think I really need to get used to the idea that in a live environment there is no like what is it? There's no way to undo your mistakes. I'm used to be able to work in a, you know, VOD setting basically, where I can undo the mistakes whenever I want. I make a mistake, I can undo it, and it's perfectly fine. But in this setting over here, it's like, nah, you you do not get that opportunity, mate. You have to live with your choices and live with the consequences of that. So, you know, I have to be a little bit more disciplined to make sure that everything's going well in a live setting. So it's okay. We will see. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever made these mistakes, so we'll be all right. Okay, let's see. 9 damage this turn. We're definitely going to go right there, and then I can use this to kill. Excellent. We'll get some ambrosia. I really love Talk to Your Hand, so that's definitely coming with us. Talk to Your Hand is just such a fantastic card. The fact that you can attack, and every time you attack, you will basically be do I want to use thing now? No, every time you attack, you will basically be getting some shield back. That is excellent. You know, not useful on this turn since I'm not getting attacked. And once you upgrade it, it is 3 shields, and that makes a huge difference. So there we go. Okay, let's go with, we could go with Third Eye or Rush Down. I'm gonna go with Rush Down. Why not? It can be an early way to get some really cool things happening. Possibly an infinite, but honestly, I don't think we'll get there. Let me use the miracle here so I can play rush down. At least I'll be able to do some cool things. So now I draw 2 additional cards. I've got 3 energy. I want to play 1 here, there, and then finally that. So let's do a consecrate. I would really like to have a way to handle multiple enemies. Bowling Bash is also very tempting, as is Empty Body. I like all of these cards, but if I have a lot of enemies, consecrate is going to be great. Do I want to go to a shop? No, I only have 72 gold. I could do an event here, but in terms of pathing, I think I would like to go for this elite here, and then I can go to this elite, and then actually no, I can go this way and pick up 3 elites in Act 1. I think picking up 3 elites is going to be good. I could do an event here. Let's try an event. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I like... So this is something where it's an interesting event. You can store a card and you can retrieve it later with any character. So over here, I could take Leap, which is 9 block. But I don't really have a really cool thing to leave in exchange. So I feel like I'm going to leave it there. I don't really need the block at the moment, even though it's a really good card. But I just wouldn't be able to leave anything for any other character that I have. So I'm just going to ignore it. Kind of a wasted event, but it is what it is. Thankfully, I have enough potions that upcoming fights should not be too bad. So I think I have a strength potion. Yeah, we should be fine. So over here, we can go infinite. Actually, we can just finish him more ideal. Actually, I didn't say you can go infinite. I meant we can go wrath mode. Okay, I really like follow up. I really like brilliance as well, especially because that can be 24 damage. And I think I would eventually want to get into mantra. So why not? Let's take it. Let's see what we get. Especially with this guy, I do like getting the power down. I would like to play Talk to the Hand so that I have a little bit more things. And I would like to play Calm first. So let's let that go. Okay, you know, I think I have to go this round because it's just too good in terms of damage. So I'm gonna drink my potion. Then we're going to do some damage to the person. Next round is definitely an attacking one, and it will do 40 damage if I stay here. That's gonna be a little bit interesting, isn't it? I could maximize the damage on this turn though. Maybe try to kill next round. I do have Ambrosia there as a backup. So yeah, let's try to maximize damage and just get out of this fight before it even begins. 36 damage is a lot. Okay. And so over there, this would do 24 plus 14. That's going to be 38 plus, so 16. So that's going to be 54. So we are 5 short. I could use the skill potion or I could use a divinity potion. Let's try the skills potion, see if I get anything lucky. This one says I exit my stance, but it will mean that I take 18 damage. I could get worship, but that's not going to help me right now. You know, we'll do empty there. Sure, let's try this. At least we can get some block in. And I will just exit the stance at the end. And we'll just take 12. I suppose that's not the worst. Okay. But I've got a little bit luckier. War Paint is interesting. We're definitely going to get the worship since I got the mantra card. And let's try to upgrade. Upgrading worship immediately is awesome. Okay. Excellent stuff. And here's why I want to consecrate, which hopefully will be coming anytime soon. Let's see. Maybe we'll put it on you. 12 damage, I can avoid 9 by just killing you there. I only have 4 to defend. And I would like to enter calm. So let's just leave it at that. Oh, I had more to defend. I really should pay more attention. Okay, so if I enter Wrath over here, I'm going to have 2 of these guys to deal with. And then reduce, I can only do, this one will do 12 damage, which is not enough. 18, it will take out this guy. And then I could do a strike. You know what? We can do that. So we can take you out. And then we can strike you. And we'll defend you there. So take only 1. But we really want to get rid of the one that is charging because it does a lot of damage. So 10 to all enemies. Excellent. And then 16 will get us out of here. Okay. Let's continue. Cut Through Fate is nice. I really like it because it gets you to scry, which means you get to look ahead in what is coming up. So that can be really powerful. We're definitely going to do the Omamori, avoid curses. I feel confident still in this elite fight because I do have the divinity potion. So I have a get out of jail free card, if as it were. So if we need it, we can at least use that. Not having upgraded the eruption here kind of sucks, to be honest. But I couldn't have done much more than that anyway, so that's alright. We use mantra here. The thing about this guy is that you really don't want to use a lot of skills cards. You really want to get out of here very quickly. And so that is kind of the thing. So let's go. Oh, I really would like to play mantra, but I feel like I have to do as much damage as possible and then just get out of there. Okay, I really don't like that hand. I think that hand is extremely bad. We're going to try to play one more skill, take a little bit of damage. Maybe this one is just going to end right now, you know. Maybe I don't have to worry about the rest of the stream because I can just die very quickly and end things very quickly. We are definitely going to go for one more Fear No Evil because I would like a way to get out. And listen, we're going to go for that elite only if we have something good happening in this event here. Because if you have a bad event, I don't feel as confident anymore fighting those elites. Okay, let's see. Another elite fight. Okay. Well, this time, we are definitely halfway, right? So, you know what? We could enter Divinity in this round. Let's see what we get next. Actually, let's see. We could play this. We're going to definitely use these potions. Let's do 17. And we're going to wait. See if we have to enter Divinity now. So I can enter Calm first and then switch. Let's see. So let's enter Calm, switch to Wrath. That's not going to do 18 damage. Yeah, I really do not have a lot of options here. So guess we're going to just enter Divinity now. So and I gain 4 plated armor. Is that enough? I think I survived with 1 health. That's crazy. Man, this was supposed to be my revenge run. This was supposed to be the run that I come back and I, you know, kill off these fools for having hurt me. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that. It looks like, unfortunately, we're going to lose once more. To be honest, I'm not even sure. I think I was just too ambitious with the run. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. Okay, let's try that again. Still going to go back to level 1. And we are going to see. How long do I think it takes to learn this game? Honestly, as you can see, I've played it for 400 hours. And I still get myself beat, you know, if I make wrong choices. So I think it takes probably about 10 hours to get your head around the character. So, you know, you have a few options for how you play the game, especially when you're trying to do what I do, when you're trying to play risky and kind of rush your playthrough. It can be really challenging to make any sort of decent headway. But if you take more time and you learn a little bit how to play the character and some of the things that synchronize well with them, then you'll be able to do a little bit better. Now in this case, we're just going to go for the max 7 HP, just because there's no real point in me. I can't really get an elite down immediately, so it's fine. I could have saved my health there. I think the mistake that I made in that last round is that I didn't upgrade Eruption. And leaving at 2 just does way too much damage to you. So let's remove a card. We're going to remove a Defend. I think Watcher likes to be a little bit more aggressive with the cards. Let's do a few more events. Why not? Obtain Golden Idol. This one is always a tick. And you always lose 6 match HP pretty much every single time. unless you probably have the Ironclad where you can heal the damage back. So with Ironclad, you get 6 HP back at the end of your combats. So it can be worth taking the middle option there. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about 10 to 12 hours to learn a character. And then there's infinite possibilities that you can do in terms of combinations and everything that you want to achieve with a particular character or whatnot. So this time, let's just maximize the damage that we do in Wrath, considering we may want to get out of it pretty quickly, but it's okay. We get to kill these guys pretty quickly. I did like rush down last time, but I feel like I took it too early. I didn't have the option to have enough energy to actually make use of rush down a lot. So we're going to go for a slightly different option here. I really don't want to go to the shop, but I do want to get to the upgrade that's beyond the shop. And that's the only way that I can go through and get the 3 elites that I want to get. So we're going to go through the shop now. And this is pretty much going to be a skip shop. I don't think that I have enough things here to make anything that useful. Maybe panic button. Maybe I could buy panic button. Could be happening once, or maybe prostrate. Get into mantra card early. Sure, why not? And foresight is good, but I feel like removing a card is better. Let me remove a strike. I have some options for attacking now that are a little bit better. And I'm going to get that eruption upgrade early. I think with my playstyle, getting eruption upgrade makes a lot of the difference. So we're going to see if we go further in this run. Okay, so I would like to attack at least one of these guys. So I think if we do something like this, let's attack the other one too. Just because when you attack them the first time, they're going to get a shield, but that shield only happens the one time that you attack them, and then you can just attack them as you want to. So let's just get rid of these guys. Pretty easy there. Okay, so let's go for Witch Heaven. Not only does it do damage on its own, but then it gives you a 20 damage card that costs no energy. So that card is just absolutely heavenly. And let's go for some elite hunting. And let's see. I could go into Wrath now. Kind of a risky move because I don't have a way to get out of it. So I will be hoping for Wallop. I will be hoping for maybe Witch Heaven. I think Wallop would be the thing that I hope for. But I do have some cards there to draw some cards. So we're going to go for the risky one here. Anyways, I've already lost one run. So it can't really get any worse than this, can it? I could go for Vigilance and kind of take a safer route to things. But I feel like it will be super slow. And I want to get... This guy is one thing. It's a damage race. You kind of want to get rid of him early. So thankfully I get Wallop, which means that I not only attack, but I block for the same amount. So now I block for 18. So that's great. I'm going to play the skill just so that I can do some extra damage. And hopefully I can kill him for free. There we go. So that was a free kill. Didn't have to lose any energy. And this relic is awesome because it means that I'm going to get a potion reward every single combat. So that means that I can be a bit reckless, which is excellent because I can use a potion every time to kind of bail me out. I do like water. At the end of your turn, if you are in calm, you're going to gain 5 block. I think that's cool. I don't have too many ways to get into calm though. I think I only have one way right now to get into calm. So that kind of reduces how useful it is. Instead, I'm going to go for Flurry of Blows or Just Lucky. I do like the fact that Just Lucky is an attack that does block as well. So, and it scries. And I think when you upgrade it, it's actually really good. So I'm going to go for Just Lucky. Why not? Let's give it a try. Vaja means I get 1 strength at the start of each combat, so that's excellent. I'm going to go for another event because I have to in order to get to that elite. So it's a shop, and this shop is even going to be less useful, except it gives me Sands of Time. Too bad about the Lesson Learned. Lesson Learned is an awesome card. If you deal damage with it and it is fatal, you're going to get an upgrade out of it. The upgrade is random, but it counts just as much. It's a great way to upgrade your entire deck, especially if you get it early. But Sands of Time is the only thing we can afford, and that's definitely what we're going to take. I'm not going to buy a potion because now I have a relic that will give me potions for free every single time. So let's see if we get any luckier with this particular thing. Now with this fight over here, I have a few things to keep in mind. Number one, do I have any powers I want to play? Because for the first 3 turns, he's going to be sleeping. So at the moment, I don't have any powers I want to play. I could try to go into Wrath, but that's not going to help because if I do more than 8 damage, he's going to actually wake up. So I want to actually wind down Sands of Time. So with 3 turns, it means that Sands of Time is going to become cheaper and cheaper to play. And I can play a few things like this one over here. I can play this just to get rid of that card. I'm probably not going to attack. So this is my final turn. So I may as well attack on this turn. But first, I would rather actually go into Calm. And I don't think there's any point in me attacking here because I don't do enough damage. So you know what? We're just going to take him on. Sort of like fully powered. He does 18 damage right away. And I can think about how much damage I can do back to him. Now, if I enter into Wrath, I'm going to take 36. So that's actually really bad. And over here, Scry 1. I probably don't want to defend card. I would like to go a little bit faster. So what I could do is I could use a potion here to draw 3 more cards. And one of them will be Witch Heaven. But I still won't be able to kill him. So I'm going to play this one a little bit slower. I'm going to let Sands of Time get to 0 energy. And we're just going to kind of defend this particular one, this particular side. So, okay, let's see. This is a little bit of a better hand in terms of doing damage. So we could do Wrath, and then we'll get 42. So this will be 52. And then this one will be 22 again. That will be, and then a 0. I think we can finish in this round. So if we do 42 there, play this card here. We can do 14, and then we can get 1 energy if we want to, and we can finish him there. So not too bad there. Okay, Signature Move is a card I really love, but it can only be played if it is the only attack card in your hand. I really like it, but it really doesn't work well with Sands of Time. That's the issue. Sands of Time is a card that retains, so it stays in your hand, and if you have both of them in your hand, then you cannot play Signature Move. So it's not really a great pickup right now, even though I've made it work before. But then Through Violence is also going to be retained. Thankfully, Through Violence is 0 cost. Sense of Time, yeah, it's not the best. I think it would be a little bit awkward. Instead, let me take Tantrum, another way to get into Wrath. So it's too bad, man. I really love Signature Move. But Signature Move has to be one of the first cards that you pick up in order to really be valuable. Otherwise, it's just kind of shite. Okay, I don't have a way to do damage to multiple enemies at once, so I really don't feel like going into Wrath is going to be a great move. It's a shame, but it really doesn't seem to be. I can do 4 damage and 7, so that can take out anyone with 11 health or less. So that's fine, we can take you out. And I can get energy again, and we can put some hurt on one of you guys. At least we fully block this turn so we don't take any damage. Okay, so 1 for every enemy in combat, so I can take out the one with the most health. I can get some block, and it seems that this will just be a blocking turn. At least I'll fully block everything. Yeah, Kaluya, you should definitely pick up this game. It's super fun to play on a handheld. It really is. One of the best experiences that you have. And it's just one of those games that once you get into it, man, you fully understand why people love it so much. We're going to get the Fairy in a Bottle. Fairy in a Bottle means that if you die, it revives you with 30% of your health. Super powerful. It means I can be even more reckless. And not the Sense of Time makes me feel good about having let go of Signature Move. Because now I can have 2 of these things counting down. And now we are going to... I'm going to play at least one of these potions. So if I was hoping to get another Sense of Time, to be honest. So that I could have 2 of them kind of winding down, but that was not to be. So we're going to just do a whole bunch of damage here as much as possible. So there is that. Oh, I also picked up Kunai, which means that every time that I play 3 attacks, my defense card gets better. Okay, now over here we can play a few things here. First, yes, I definitely want to get the Sands of Time next. I could do 2 damage here, but then I really want to go back into my vigilance, so my calm stance. So I'm going to just do 1 here. And with 22, oh, we're only 5 short. We could, if we wanted, we could play this one, and then we could use the Swift Potion to hopefully get the True Violence that we're going to get next. But I don't think that's going to work out for us. So instead, let's just accept that we go back into stance. We're only going to take 4 damage, and I think we should be able to dispatch him in this particular turn here. So we should be all right. Okay, that's not bad. Juzu means that enemy normal combats will no longer be encountered in unknown rooms. It can be okay. A lot of people don't like this particular relic, but just for the sake of it, I'm gonna play with it. We never know what we're gonna get. Okay, the region potion is cool. Means I can get some health back, and I really like wish. We're going to take wish. I can wish for more money in every combat if I play the card, but it just costs a lot of money up front. So a lot of energy up front. So right now, just give me extra money. Makes the next shop a little bit more interesting for me. I can play this for some block, and I could play one of these guys to... I could fully block this. Or, let's see. You know what, let's just fully block it. We never know how the next turns are going to be, and I didn't get a lot of attacking options at the beginning. So this time I can attack this. Let's see, that'll be 32 damage, and I have no way to get out of it. And this one will do 14 damage, but it's going to unfortunately not be enough to even kill. This one here is again not going to be enough. Let's see. Let's use the region potion, and let's just do swift. I need some ways out of this particular situation here. So we are going to try to build up. I feel like that was a bad one because I thought it was going to be 32, but it actually is going to be 40 damage. I thought I was going to get enough block there. Let's see. That's okay. Oh, the 22 there. Get some block there. 14. Yeah, this one costs us way more than it should have. But oh well. That was definitely a mistake. Should have taken a slower thing. And not the Sands of Time. You know what? Screw it. Why not? Let's just keep going with the Sands of Time. And I am going to upgrade. Oh, Wish is tempting. But I could upgrade. Let's see. This one's going to be... This is my block engine. So this could be cool. Because then it'll be 24 block. Well, I'm going to go for the block engine. This is a fight that's going to take longer anyway. So having a lot of Sands of Time means that it's kind of in my favor. Okay, so let's just do some damage here. And you know, I would like to play this card just so that I have the true violence already coming through. Okay, so we're definitely going to do Wallop so that I can block. We're going to do true violence, and then we can leave it as that. He's going to do 3 damage back to us. We only take 1, so let's just attack him. And I would really have loved I really would have loved to get out of Wrath this particular turn. I was hoping we'll get Vigilance, but lo and behold, we didn't get Vigilance. So can we kill? Unfortunately, no, we cannot kill either. So that was definitely one of those times where I wish I would have played that differently. We could play the Dexterity Potion. And that's going to do some, you know what, why not? Let's play Dexterity. We'll get 12 block from this. And let's see. Then I let it go. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go. Why not? Okay, so 11 health. Not the greatest position, but if I use just one of these things, we can stop him from attacking there. So that's gonna be great. And you know what? I think I might end up using that fairy immediately, really. So thankfully we can block there. 26 blocks. 42 means I'm only slightly away. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Made it. And since it's only Ascension level 1, I get all of my health back next act. So it's kind of a perfect reset. Okay, I would like to do Devotion, Omniscience, or Establishment. Definitely going to... Establishment is very interesting because I have so many Sands of Time. And it means that every single time whenever a card is reduced, it's going to reduce its combat cost by 1. So now it's going to be that every single turn it reduces the combat cost by 2 as long as I play this power. So I have 3 of them. Normally I like omniscience, but it just has to be that. Curses. Okay, can I use a curse? I could transform 3 cards here, and I could transform these 3 strikes because I would like more blocking engine, and I would love more ways to get out of wrath. So you know what? I'm going to do transform and upgrade over here. Definitely not going to do Velvet Choker again. Like we saw what happened with Velvet Choker. That was just completely shite. So we're going to do that. Now what do we get? Conjure, Blade, Deus Ex Machina, and Devotion Plus. So Devotion Plus is good, but the other 2 were not giving me ways of getting out of wrath. So I would really love to pick up cards that give me calm, or some way to just exit wrath, so I don't have to suffer the way that I did before by going into it. Sometimes you just go into wrath and you're just stuck there, and it completely destroys you because you do double damage, but they do double damage back. Okay, so I would love to go to the store. So this path I'm thinking here is we go through here, we go to the store, then we are going to eventually go through a resting point, probably get an upgrade, then go this way, get to another store, and then we can go either this way or this way for the 3rd elite. So 3 elites this round will be great. I think that's the best path that we have. It's one of the only ways that we get 3 elites, and a store as well. Because I have all this money, I might as well use the store. Or in order to avoid the second store, I can actually go up this way, go this way, but go for this elite here, and then I can go for this elite after, and then I can go up this way, get the upgrade, and then go for that elite, get another upgrade. Could be cool. I think that's going to have to be, because I don't think there's any point in us going to 2 different stores. So we'll see how we go. Now the birds can be very treacherous. Okay, so I can go into wrath, but unfortunately I don't even have any other attackers to play. That's really unfortunate there. So we're just going to get out of wrath, go into calm, and we're really hoping that our sense of time is going to show up for us. This one's also good because if I attack these birds 3 times, they get knocked out of the air. So I can attack this one, it gets knocked out of the air. I can attack that one, it gets knocked out of the air. But now I'm dealing with 26 potential damage. Let's see, what's a random colorless card? We're probably gonna go for Enlightenment. Reduce the cost of all of your cards this turn to 1, and does not work well with our thing, but it's not enough to knock him down. Oh, that's unfortunate. I should have thought of that. That's okay. You know what? Let's get an expunger. We're just gonna have to take 20 damage here. I thought I could get rid of that guy. It would have been nice to knock them all out of the air. Let's just do some damage to him. 24 damage to you. And you know what? Let's just finish this game. Let's finish that round. We can come back to it later. I think one thing definitely about me is that I don't spend enough time thinking conservatively about my health. I usually just replenish my health later somehow. Upgrade 2 random cards is pretty good here. I have some cards that I could really use some upgrades for. Transform 2 cards, I don't want to because I could lose even more block capability, and we see that blocking is one thing that I don't do at all in this deck. Or remove a card and then upgrade a random card. So yeah, I think I just need the upgrades. Even if the upgrades go to the defense, I really would like some ways to block. Now Wish and Fear No Evil are even better than just the defense, so that's cool. We get our health back somehow. I think we won't have to use the what is it? Oh, Devotion is excellent. Okay, and we're going to go into Calm. We're probably going to Calm next turn, right? We could get the Expunger. It will do a... I think it's going to do 10 damage twice, so that'll be 20 damage. And then with Wrath, it will be 40 damage. But I can make it more powerful and give it a little bit more. So 9 damage 4 times is going to do. So that's 36 damage inherently. And 20 damage 4 times here. So that's excellent. Now, I would love to play a Wish at the same time so that I could get some money out of it. But I don't think that we can stick around and find out what was going to happen if I do that. So yeah, let's just get rid of him. We are just going to take the W there. Okay, so Deceive Reality is excellent because it gives me 7 block and then a card that retains, meaning it stays in my hand. And that's going to be awesome for some of that blocking. Okay, so I will allow some relics. At the start of each combat, add 1 of 3 randomness color cards. So that's cool. Art of War. I definitely play way too many attacks to get Art of War. And I never like paying for single ball. I could get Empty Fist, another way to exit stances, or another prostrate, giving me a way to get to our mantra build a little bit quicker because I've got one of these and devotion. So the ones I'm interested by is this one toolbox. I think I need a little bit of a wild card. I'm gonna get prostrate and I'm gonna get Empty Fist, or I could go for the, let's see, I have a few ways to get into calm now, right? I have 2 ways to get into calm. I could go for the power instead. But I feel like an Empty Fist will be more reliable. Actually, I can get both. Yeah, let's just go for all of them. Okay. I think we're doing better now. I think there's more ways. Jack of all trades. I think we're gonna go for a Jack of all trades. Actually, hold on. What are we doing? He's not attacking. Let's add the... Will I have enough energy to play them though? Actually, no, let's add them. Just so that we have a way to use... Okay, you know what? I'm almost certainly going to get a way to get out of What? I'm almost certainly going to have a way to get out of it. Nah, you know what? Let's get out of Wrath. Let's just take it easy. Right? So I was thinking there's almost definitely a chance that I get out of Wrath, but as we can see here, there wasn't. Now I think I could have killed him on this turn if I hadn't gotten out of it, but we'll see what happens. So let's just attack him. 21. Now the good thing here is that by playing this, I have a way of so I can play Wish now, right? So I'm gonna get some extra money. Let's see, 10 damage twice, and then if I do this twice, 21 damage. We can get out of there. Okay, I should really use more of my potions. I hate it when I have to like leave a potion behind. It just feels so wasteful. But these 2 potions are good. And explosive potion, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the explosive potion, get the skill potion, and pick up omniscience now. Definitely. Okay, let's go fight this elite so that we can go up the path that I designated before. Okay, so I think I would like a panic button here. 30 block can be really, really good, you know. And wish is immediate, but usually that can be a little bit tricky. I could wish for plated armor. I don't have to wish for gold. I can wish for something else. So I could attack here and then go and attack. Let's see. Attack. Yeah, let's attack this guy and go into calm. Unfortunately, I'm not going to play omniscience this turn. It's just a little bit too costly. And also, let me just drink the ritual potion so I get stronger over time. That's going to take away some of my anxiety. And then I can apply this one to just do a whole bunch of block. And that'll have to be it. Okay. 14 damage here. Let's just do that. We play like water. And we'll leave this sands to wind down the energy cost. Okay. Establishment is going to be excellent for us. So we have a lot of powers that we can play this turn. Let's see. Over here, do 8 damage. But that's going to be 27 plus 12. Let's see, what's the skill potion that we have here? I think we're going to go... probably protect. Yeah, let's just do a whole bunch of block. And I just want to play a devotion. So, a little bit of a hit here, but we should be able to survive it later. Okay, so let's do 11 there. Let's do that. Alright, we can stay in calm. And now our sense of time have gone down to 0. So at least there's that. And look at that, we are divine this turn. So we can attack there. I would still like to play Wish. So I'm not going to kill him right now. But now we have the way of basically just destroying him whenever we want. And I'm going to just play this so that I keep the safety. It will just allow me to have options. So I can kill him whenever I want. All I want is just cycle around to playing Wish. But that just reminds me that I have to get rid of these guys. So let's do 15 damage here. And let's just get rid of that guy as well. And I'm gonna have to consume these guys so that I can actually draw more cards in the turn. Okay, I'm looking for Wish, and this is not giving it to me. So, okay, finally, here's Wish. I can wish for gold, and then we can just get rid of this guy. Okay. Teardrop, start each combat in calm. Absolutely love that. Regen, and I'm gonna have to go soon, by the way. Let's go. We could go crescendo, but I feel like we don't need another card that retains. At a certain point, you have too many cards that retain. It means that you're not allowed to draw enough cards for the next turn, because you can only draw 10 cards per turn. And I think I have too many cards that are going to retain now. And I don't really need another way into Wrath. I feel like I get ways into Wrath. I've got Tantrum, I've got Eruption. I feel like I'm pretty good getting to Wrath right now. So we should be okay. Yeah, another shop. Jesus Christ, with the shops. Another way to exit my stance, but it's not upgraded. You know, at a certain point, you have to go for upgraded cards. Do I have enough defense? I feel like I still don't have enough cards that actually give me block, you know? So I don't want to remove my defend here because, well, I mean, actually, I'll remove one, you know, just kind of the better you can keep your deck streamlined, the more you will draw often into your cards that are actually better for you. I'm going to take a risk here. I would like to take Chrysalis. It's not always the best. Actually, I don't even think it's the best in this one. Let's go this way. We can go into stand. Why not? Deceive reality? Because they're doing a lot of damage to me. So let's just kind of try to fully block and drinks the regen potion, just so I get some health back. So at least I fully block this. And the one that you want to kill is really the one here at the back, because he's going to apply a really nasty effect to you if you don't do that. Now if I do that, I'll take 14 damage, but I don't really have a choice. You know, 8 3 times, it is what it is. So there we go. So 14 each, 28. It's fine. I felt like I had to kill him. Or could I have gone slower? I feel like I need to decide pretty early if I want to go slow on these things. Now I can omniscience a card, which means I get to play it twice. In this case, I could play Mantra twice, so that would be 40 damage twice. I would love to play Wish twice, but I feel like I don't really have the option, considering how much damage they're doing. Or I could go, actually, you know what, I'm going to play Wish twice, you know, so I can get a lot of gold. So that'd be 60 gold for this fight. And then I'm just going to get out of my stance, and we're just going to take the hit there. Only 12 more damage, so we should be okay. Okay, so now let's get out of here. Let's start thinking about how we can achieve that. Okay. All right. And any of you will do. Preserve insect, more elite hunting in my life. That's excellent. And tranquility is a card that allows me to get back into calm and retains. I'm gonna have to take it. And we're going to probably go for the resting, okay? Start a attack So start the combat with a attack card. I always start with calm, so I'm going to do a eruption so that I can always go into wrath immediately. Why not? And we're going to go for the resting. Okay. We could get lucky here, but we'll see. Definitely going to play the 85 gold to get a relic. It means that what I played last time when I got 60 gold for the last fight in the elite fight actually is worthwhile. Unfortunately, it's a shit relic. Oh my goodness, man. Oh well. Oh well. Panakia is cool, but I'm gonna go for apply 2 week. Especially on this guy. So let's see. I feel like I don't play anything this turn except for the Conjure Blade. Yeah. Being able to do 36 damage and double that in our Wrath is going to be excellent. So this one, we play Devotion, we'll play this, and we don't need to do any damage this turn. It's okay. Okay, I'll get Omniscience. Now, what could I Omniscience? I can only Omniscience the cards in my draw pile. I could Omniscience this card here, it'll be 36 damage. Or I could Omniscience the power. You know what? We're going to try to do different things each time. Let's Omniscience the power. Whenever a card is retained, it's going to cost 2 less energy. Means that my Sense of Time come in handy way quicker. And yeah, we're just going to do that. Because I think I want to kill at least one of these guys pretty quickly. I'm going to get rid of that card. Does that kill? Well, it only kills that one. So we'll come back into them. We'll cycle back into those cards. And we can play a lot of these cards. Okay. Still not enough block in general. I really wish I was blocking for more. We can let that go. Okay, so we get to Wish, and we're gonna get some gold, and then we get out of here. Excellent stuff. Okay, fasting. I get strength, but I lose energy. Now this could be okay because I have those dexterities. I have those miracles that I can play. We can go for one combat or one elite first. What do we do first? Well, let's go for the elite first. Let's go for both. I have the ferry there, so that can be alright. At the start of your turn, play the top card. Yeah, I think that's alright. We can play the top card almost quite easily. Let's go for 2. I'm going to play whatever is in the top of my cards. Yeah, I'm just going to play that with the thing. Let's see what we get. Excellent stuff. So we can definitely put the hurt on this guy, I think. Let's see. Nah, let's just go for the mantra. Let's go for the simple stuff. I'm not gonna play the power right now. Just going to wait. I'm going to see if I can save my fairy in the bottle. Okay, let's see. Devotion is excellent. Or I could Omniscience a card. Nah, it's okay. I think we're going to take it easy. Yep. Yeah, no evil is 12. Devotion, and then just take the hit. 2 HP. But one person gets to die immediately. Okay, so let's see. 21 damage is perfectly enough for one of these guys, but if I go Wrath again, actually I can go 8 block. and I can perfect block everything there. And I can just let the Wrath wait. And sure, now would be a great time for me to play that power. I'm not gonna get as many cards this turn though. I think that's one thing I definitely need to manage, the hand clog. So let's see how we do. 42. I'm just gonna get out of here. I get to preserve my Fairy in the Bottle just at 2 HP. So excellent stuff. OVS choose a starting power, and I'm definitely going to take Establishment. I get to play my cards a lot sooner. Okay. And I would love Empty Body to get out of any stance that I'm in. So that's going to be awesome. And in this case, I wouldn't mind Panakia. I wouldn't mind, let's see, 16 damage. And the greed is good because if it's fatal, I get more gold. So that's interesting. But I have to pay that cost. And I'm thinking more of a zero cost card. I'm going to go for Panakia. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? We can Wish. We can Wallop. We don't have a way to get out of Wrath if we go into it though. So that's unfortunate. Let's see. I think I'm going to play my draw 3 more cards option. Still no way. So we're going to play Establishment. Going to play Panakia. Going to get some blocking. And in order to fully block, I'm going to play this one. If I am in Calm at the end of my turn, I'm going to get 5 more block. So 18 damage means I can fully block these guys. And now my sense of time is getting reduced quite quickly. Let's see. Over here, that will give me 9 times 2, 18. Right now, I'm taking 12, 18 as well. Now, this one here, if I play this, because I have the artifact, it means that I'm going to get 3 strength and 3 dexterity, but without the penalty. So, there is that. Let's see. So, now I'm going to get 7 block there. I'm thinking about going into Wrath anyway, because I think we're going to have to, no matter what we do, use our Fairy in the Bottle. But the thing is, then that was going to give me 12 there and 6 there. So that's going to be 12 by 2, that's going to be 24, and then that's going to be 12. So that's a little bit too much. I don't think I can go for what I would love to do there. So let's see, 11 damage twice or Diversion. Get rid of this guy. Yeah, let's at least get rid of that guy. So unfortunately, I lose my Fairy in a Bottle, but hey, that's what we had it for. Okay, so let's see, let's exit my stance. Then we can re-enter it again. We're going to get 5 more block at the end of this because of our power that we played there. So we only take 3 damage. And now basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wait for a good opportunity to get into Wrath or even Divinity so that I can do a whole bunch of damage. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I can play at least one of those and I can set up an expunger. That way I get to draw 5 cards. So let's see. The expunger is next. I can do 11 block. And I can let go of the rest, right? Yeah. Only 3 cards this turn though. A Wrath in there, excellent. So now we can definitely get some revenge in. Do I have a Wish to play still? Yes, I do. So I may not want to actually exit on this turn. I'm gonna leave it like this because I have enough options here to kill him if I want to. Oh, I still took some damage for some reason. Okay, well, never mind. That's fine. So we're going to definitely do Omniscience, the Wish. And I'm going to take Fame and Fortune, get some extra money. And then I can just kill this guy. Okay. I still think that the deck is starting to come together. But I just need to be careful about the way that I play things. I really want more ways to block. I don't want to add extra attacks I want ways to block outright, but not evaluate. That's not what I want. Okay, so we're going to heal up again. That's fine. I don't think I get to survive this if I don't heal up. Transformation is excellent. The bomb is also excellent. I'm going to take the bomb. We're going to go for that, and there's not really anything for us to do here. We're going to also take the true strength. Why not? Now I can omniscience one of these powers. I could omniscience devotion, for example. I feel like that's going to make my life a lot easier. Yes, I'm thinking that. But do I have enough to actually cover my behind? Because over here I'm taking a lot of damage out of this. I would love to play omniscience this turn, but I just do not have enough. Actually, hold on. If I exit my stance, I get some extra energy. So yeah, let's exit the stance, and then I get 1 energy at the end to play 1 defend card. So that's with what, 8, 16, that'd be 30 damage. That's not, that is not going to be good enough. I could omniscience and a prostrate, for omniscience wish. Yeah, you know what, we're going to go for omniscience wish, but this time we're not going to wish for extra money. We're going to wish for a little bit of safety. So we're going to wish for 8 plated armor, and we're going to do that twice so that we have 16 block coming out of this. And then we're going to play that so that we can play a defend. So that's going to be a total of 21 block. We just really didn't have a choice there. I was taking way too much damage. So there is that. Okay, let's get some extra block. Now the good thing is that these guys are going to do 40 damage right now. So yeah, let's just play that. There we go. That was my bomb going off. Okay. So let's get back into Wrath. I would like to get my my devotion back so that I can play divinity things. And Deus Ex Machina is okay. We're just gonna have it go around. Thankfully, the 14 plated armor there is going to be very useful for us. So I think from now on, we get to do some really fun things if I play my cards right. And this time, we're even going to try to do that. Okay, so lots of damage there. I can go into calm whenever I want with this card. So we're just going to leave it as it is. And let's see. We're going to get that safety in our hands. And we are divine. Now we have a huge thing to block here. And unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to survive this particular hit. Let's see, 36 damage 4 times. That's not too bad, is it? That makes it so that we kill him whenever we want now. So I guess goodbye, friend. Okay. Now that is about all that I'm able to do. We have Ragnarok. We have another establishment, which is cool. But most importantly, we have Diva form. At the start of your turn, you're going to gain extra energy and it's going to increase by 1. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to go for Diva form here because I really am starving for energy. I would love to be able to play my Sands of Time whenever they appear. And Diva form is an almost guarantee of that. So we're going to take Diva form. It's excellent. Curse key. That's not too bad. I would like some extra energy. Pure water. At the start of combat, add 3 miracles into my hand. That's another way to get energy right away. But they retain. Let's see. Curse key. We definitely don't want Runic Dome. I don't feel confident enough to play without seeing what the enemy's intend. I think we're going to go for Curse key. Oh, by the way, my light goes down so quick. Yeah, I think either Curse key or pure water. And at the moment, I'm feeling more like pure water. So you know what? We're going to go for that. I don't like the fact that we're going to get hand clog, but hey, at least there's that. Now let's give it a quick whirl here. Maybe just go for 1 combat, and we're going to go for let's go this start. just to see how things play out. Magnetism is a fun power, and it allows me to use some of my cards right away. So you know what, let's just kind of get some defensive options down so that we can block these guys, and then we can get magnetism, and we don't have anything else to do, but I don't want to go into wrath, so let's go that way. All right, let's see. We have devotion, so we have like water, that's going to give me some block. We have more block there. We could go for damage, but I feel like with these guys, going for damage doesn't really help. I'm gonna go apply a weak potion on this guy, I guess. We can go for mantra, and we're going to leave chrysalis. And one more damage, why not? We might as well attack somebody. Okay, let's see, what do we have? We can enter wrath. 42 damage is there. Then we can exit wrath. We can metamorphosize. Oh, and then we can just leave it there. Okay. Apotheosis upgrades every single card. That's excellent, because even though it costs me a lot, I get to have it back with the energy here. I can wish for more fame. That's great. Then over here, I get to do this one. We're just going to use all this energy this turn. Wallop is going to do good. Or do I just go vigilance? Let's just go vigilance. That other one's going to get back anyway, so we can just take our turn. Now Diva form is perfect on this turn. Let's see. I can do 81 damage to any of them, so I might as well get you. And then 48 damage to you. And then I can conjure my blade. And unfortunately, I can't place signature move because I have retain here. And this is an attack card. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Signature move was never going to be the way anyway. So that's alright. And I can get out of here, I think, because I've already played Wish. So, boom. Yeah, I like that. I like the flow of that combat. So, we're definitely going to take a protect. So, yeah. And then the event happens to be the option to lose all of our hardened gold for a shady relic. Definitely not. And we'll leave it there, guys. I've got to go. Okay. So that was the fun one. I think I'm going to come back and finish it on stream, just to be able to say like, hey, I did it. But that's probably not going to be anytime soon. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you bothered to stop by, more of a testing stream. I'll be able to take a look and review some of the footage that I've been able to capture so far, because I would really like to, you know, kind of do this a little bit more often. And at the beginning, it's going to be a lot of Slay the Spire because I'm really enjoying the game at the moment. But eventually, we might expand it to showing some other games as well. Okay, talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Absolutely.